The video today is about 9 subtle signs that she's waiting for you to take the first step. You're in that situation where you see that stunning girl and really want to get to know her better. You're eager to get her number and ask her out, but doing so can be a bit intimidating, right? Especially if you've tried before and it didn't work out. You don't want to be rejected, make things awkward, or be ignored. Instead, you want her attraction to grow, and you want her to want to go out with you, correct? Well, you're about to learn the signs that she wants you to take the initiative. This makes things less intimidating because you already know she's interested. We'll also talk about how to take the first step successfully instead of failing miserably. Each of these tips is crucial and improves as we go along. The most powerful one is actually at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around until the end. Honestly, it might surprise you that this sign is so powerful. This channel is the best place for you to learn how to find, attract, and keep the girl of your dreams without mind games or tricks, without being someone you're not. So, if you're looking for a happy and lasting relationship, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. With that said, let's talk about these signs that she's waiting for you to take the first step. Maybe you're just starting to hang out, maybe you have a specific girl in mind, and you're wondering if you should make the first move. Let me explain why these signs are subtle. As I mentioned before, I will never teach you mind games. They just don't work. So, this isn't about mind games, it's about body language. Just as you feel intimidated and nervous about the fear of rejection, she feels the same way. As challenging as it is for you to read women's body language, your body language is equally hard to read. Okay, I'll be very honest with you, it can be incredibly difficult to know if a man is interested. So, she might feel nervous and vulnerable, and even if she's not so obvious, our body language always gives us away. You'll find many body language signs on this list, and that's what makes it subtle. Not because she's trying to play with your head, but simply because it's subtle. Fortunately, as you become aware of these signs, they're easy to notice, making the relationship much easier for both you and her. With that, let's start with sign number 1, she pays attention when talking to you. If someone doesn't want to talk to you, you can tell from their body language. They might be turned away from you, even if they're looking at you, but their body is facing the other way. This is especially true with her feet, or if she easily gets distracted, looks for someone else to talk to, or conveniently grabs her phone and starts paying attention to it, if it rings or something. These are signs she wants to do something else, be somewhere else. But if instead, she's paying attention to you, there's a reason for that. Everything around her is not as important as talking to you and paying attention to you. If she's facing you and giving you attention, it means she's focused on you. This is a sign she's interested and wants you to take the initiative. Our next subtle sign that she's waiting for you to take the first step is if she mentions, kind of hints, that she has free time. Like, I'm really looking forward to this weekend. Actually, I have no plans, I don't know what I'll do yet. She just left the door wide open. Most of the time, if she didn't want to do something with you, she would have something to do, right? Even if she really has nothing to do, she would have something to say. But if instead, she leaves the door wide open, it seems like she has a lot of time. If someone wants to do something with her, yes, that's a sign she wants you to take the initiative. Something important to remember with this sign, and really with all these signs, is that it's crucial for you to pursue her, take the first step, ask her out, get her number, whatever it is. It's a way of pursuing her. Just remember that if she wants you to pursue her, if she wants you to take the first step, and you don't do it, it's a rejection for a woman. Okay, women tend to be better at reading body language than men, and so she thinks she's being blatantly obvious that she's interested. Okay, and she is to all the other girls. She just assumes you know, and if you don't take the first step, it's a rejection, and she probably won't expose herself again. She doesn't want to be rejected, so to speak, again. That's why it's very important to pursue her. Just make sure to pursue her in the right way, or things will get very awkward very quickly. Okay, the next sign that she's waiting for you to take the first step is that she smiles a lot when she's around you. Science tells us that when a woman is attracted to a man, she tends to laugh more when she's around him. This serves various different purposes. It's a way for her to connect with you, a way to grab your attention, and frankly, she feels excited inside. Okay, she has those butterflies in her stomach and gets nervous, and that can make her much more excited. And if you notice that she laughs a lot with you, laughs at your jokes, that's a very good sign that she wants you to take the first step. She likes you. Our next sign is that she drops hints about things she likes to do. Like, oh my god, I love being at the mall. I could be there anytime. It's my favorite place to go. If she says, oh my god, I love that movie. I'd love to see it again. Or, oh my god, I love doing that. I'd like to do it again soon. These are ways she leaves the door open for you to say, hey, let's do that. That's what she hopes you'll say. She wants to help you make the date as enjoyable as possible, and dropping these hints helps you know what she would like to do and what would be fun for both of you. She adjusts her jewelry and clothes. Our next sign is if she adjusts her jewelry and clothes when she's around you. This is especially true if she sees you enter the room or sees you looking at her, and then she starts making sure her jewelry is in order, making sure her clothes look nice, and so on. It's because she wants you to think she's attractive. She wants you to notice. Now, before we move on to the next sign, we need to address the elephant in the room for a minute, guys. Why is taking the first step so scary? Because the truth is, the whole purpose of these signs is for you to take the initiative, right? It's for you to get to know her better. The reason why this, or any other part of dating and relationships, can be scary is that you don't know what you're doing. It's a bit like when you start learning to drive a car. Most of us are terrified, right? And if you're not terrified, you get that way as soon as you realize you have no idea what you're doing. However, once you go through the training, once you understand what to do, it's no longer scary, right? Because you've become confident. Because you really know what you're doing. The way to become good at taking the first step, good at asking her out, good at attracting women, is simply to learn how to do it. Nothing is more terrifying than the unknown. Understand that women think differently than you do. It's a bit challenging to shift your focus to how a woman sees things, but let me see if I can explain. She's very aware that you're a man and she's a woman. She's very aware that you're big and strong, and that's one of the things she likes about you. However, it can also be a bit intimidating. In fact, it can be really intimidating, especially in today's world. And if something happens that makes her feel uncomfortable or nervous, if you're just improvising, if you have no idea what you're doing, that will push her away because it scares her. For you, it won't seem scary at all, but that's because you're not a woman. That's why I literally receive tons of emails, tons of messages, and tons of comments every day from men asking, why did she disappear? Why did she stop talking to me? Why did we go on 2 dates and now she doesn't talk to me anymore? And I say, okay, what happened? Tell me. And I say, yes, I know exactly what happened. You can't improvise. You need to make sure you know what you're doing. That's why dating and relationship skills are critical. If you want the girl of your dreams, and that's what you really deserve, our next subtle sign that she's waiting for you to take the first step is if she plays with her hair when she's around you. Again, this is very similar to fixing clothes and jewelry. If you notice that she plays with her hair, making sure it looks nice, it's because she wants you to notice that it's pretty, okay? She wants to appear attractive to you, and she wouldn't do that unless she wants you to take the first step. Our next sign is that she touches you. When we're attracted to someone, we touch them. It makes sense, right? Sometimes, this is a bit more obvious, other times it's much more subtle. For example, she might brush against you when she passes by. She might touch your arm when talking to you. She might stand very close to you. She might sit close enough to touch. She might playfully shove you. She might give you a hug when she sees you. These are all ways of touching you that don't seem strange or desperate. Again, something to remember with this sign, and really all signs, is that every woman is a bit different. So, if you don't see all these signs, that's okay. Some women are more bold, others are more shy, some women don't know you as well. So, it's good to be aware of many signs. I'm thinking about making another video with additional body language signs, subtle signs that she's interested in you and likes you. Would you like another video about that? If yes, please let me know in the comments by commenting, signs she likes you. That helps me a lot. So again, if you want more videos like this, if you're enjoying this video, be sure to comment, signs she likes you, to let me know. Our next sign that she's waiting for you to take the first step is if she flirts with you. Usually, we flirt with people for a reason, right? It makes sense, and if she's flirting with you, that's her way, once again, of trying to invite you to take the first step. Our next sign that she wants you to take the first step is finding ways to talk to you. If she makes a point to talk to you, if maybe she sends you messages from time to time, tries to keep the conversation going, tries to initiate a conversation, maybe she walks by you and tries to talk to you when she passes. If she seeks ways to get in touch with you, to talk to you, it's for a reason, and it's her way of leaving the door wide open for you to take the first step. Our next sign is that she points her feet in your direction. Where our minds are, our feet will point. Okay, so, kind of like I was saying before, if she's talking to someone but is interested in something else, thinking about something else, her feet will be pointing in the direction she's thinking. For example, if you see 2 people talking and one person's foot is pointing towards the door, it means she wants to leave that conversation and go out the door. So, the same goes for interest. She might be talking to someone else, but her feet are pointing towards you. She might be sitting on the other side of the room, but her feet are pointing towards you. And these are all signs that she's interested. She wants you to take action because she's attracted to you, she's already noticed you. Now, if you're talking to her and her feet are pointing towards you, that's a very good sign. Sometimes, people get a little confused and say, okay, but what if both feet aren't pointing towards me? Well, the more important foot will be her dominant foot, okay? That's the foot we usually lead with, and it's very similar to our dominant hand. So, for most people, it will be the right foot. So, don't panic if her left foot is pointing in a different direction. As long as her right foot is pointing towards you, you're probably fine. It's kind of funny, but it's really quite effective. Pay attention to your own feet and start noticing when your feet are pointing where you want to go. Okay, this might be the most powerful body language sign. It's certainly one of the most used, if not the most used, and this is one that women really think you understand. So, pay very close attention to this. Would you like more videos about signs she likes you and body language signs that show if she likes you? If yes, please comment "signs she likes you" in the comments below, so I know. Do you have a friend who needs to know the signs she wants you to take action? Please share this with him. It will save him a lot of frustration. Now that we've explored these 9 subtle signs that she's waiting for you to take the first step, remember that the key to success lies in understanding body language and acting confidently. I want to thank all of you for sticking with me this far. If you enjoyed the content and want more relationship tips, don't forget to subscribe to Sally's channel and turn on the notification bell to not miss any future videos. Until next time.